Hi, hello everyone. Welcome back to channel. Hope you all are doing extremely good. So let's do the analysis of today's IPL match that is between RR versus GT. So before that, a little bit about my last match. Okay, of course, hope you all know that in last match that is BBKS versus SRH. I'm not able to do any analysis because I was busy. But again, last match analysis. If you want to know the proof that how the prediction went perfect, that is Chennai versus KKR match. Right. I think I'm the only one who told to go for making Ravindra Jadeja as your captain. At the same time, making Ruturaj Gaikwad as your vice captain. You can go and check that particular video. In one of the scenario, in one of the team itself, I have kept this to duo has CVC. You can go and check that. Analysis video even now itself, and then you can come back and then decide about whether you are continuing with this particular analysis or not. So that's a perfection that I'm providing here in this particular channels. Okay. At the same time, now you may wonder that all none of the Jujjuwala million subscriber fighters channels told that to go for choosing Ravindra Jadeja as your captain. Even some of them, even they were saying that I will exclude Ravindra Jadeja from my team itself. But I clearly told you that there's high chances that Ravindra Jadeja may go for something very huge in with respect to bowling. And do you know the reason why I have kept their Ravindra Jadeja as my captain? It's just simple, so guys, so that it is there's a high chances that Sunil Narine will go for a monstrous destructive way with respect to early power play. 100% sure that the early power play bowlers, maybe it is Deepak Chaur or Tushar Deshpande, definitely there's a high chances that they'll consume more runs against Sunil Narine, and Sunil Narine will go for 6 and 4 like this boundaries itself against them. Okay, but there is a man between a man behind the stumps. While if it is Surendra in batting, that is our MSD. He's the legendary captain, and he knows that way to ball to Sunil Narine so that he will lose his wicket early. A humble, gentle cash. And that's possible. That's the reason that he has taken Ravindra Jadeja early in the power play itself. I mean, by the end of power play itself, and that's the reason Ravindra Jadeja immediately got 2 wickets in his, first 2 over itself. Okay, and this is the capability that you should understand. This is the situational aspect that you should focus here. Right, I clearly told you that there's a high chances that if Sunil Narine goes for something like this, and he will lose his wicket early after the mid or end of the power play, because Dhoni knows who they should take, whom he should bring there against the attack to contain or to restrict the attack of Sunil Narine. Okay, so there were two choices, because I'm also a former captain in with respect club cricket. I can understand that there's only two choices that he had there. It is either Moeen Ali or it will be Ravindra Jadeja. But again, the case of Moeen Ali, it is not fair with respect to bowling first, because there is chances that again Sunil Narayan's legacy may continue. But again, with respect to the case of Ravindra Jadeja, he can immediately take the wicket if it is bowling first, and that's the psychology of these two particular players. Okay, psychologically as well as logically, Dhoni executed perfectly by bringing Ravindra Jadeja early in the power play itself, and of course he got the wicket, two of the very crucial wickets. Okay, I'm not saying two crucial wickets. I'm two of the very crucial wickets at the early as possible, and afterwards, one more important player's wicket in between in the middle order. And also, I clearly told you that between two Iyers, Shreyas as well as Venkatesh Iyer, any one Iyer will go, another Iyer will go for utter flop. Same thing happened, and also I stricted there. I mean, I stressed there strictly saying that it is Shreyas Iyer who is going to score some runs. You can choose him, and same thing happened. Right, again the case of Shivan Dubey, I told you that he should be there in the team because he will be there in final duty. He was there in final duty. At the same time, I told you that Surya Narayan, you can't avoid him in the team, because I think he will bowl and he will get at least 1 or 2 wickets, at most 1 or 2 wicket. Same thing happened. He has taken 1 wicket. He was there in DT. At the same time, I told you that Tushar Deshpande should be there in the team, because everyone is saying that he is one person just like Ashok Dinda. Okay, Dindawala feeling with respect to Tushar Deshpande, so don't include him. People are excluding him, and his selection percentage was even less than 20%, even after CSK tosses and opted for bowling first. I clearly told you that there's high chances that Tushar Deshpande will take at least 2 or 3 wicket, because there is one person who can guide him towards that knock of taking 2 or 3 wicket. That is MSG. because same thing happened in last I think last IPL itself. Okay, I think last if I'm not wrong, it is last I mean May I mean April 30, 2020 April 30. Go and check if there is any match. It is between CSK versus I think PBKs. Same thing happened there as well. So I think this is what the prediction. When you're taking to the prediction, it should be with respect to situation aspects as well. What the captain decision, I mean, captain decisions possible day, and what kind of decisions that captain can take so that this particular any of the particular can take at least one or two wickets, and who can give you this much perfect ready. I mean predictions. Who can give you this much perfect analysis with respect to the player potential as well as player capability as well as situational analysis of the captain's decision itself. One and only channel, and this is this FSEC Fantasy Analyst channel. Okay, and again, proof is just simple. Please go and watch my last video analysis. Okay, because let me tell you one thing, guys, to be careful here. There's lot of Jujuwala, million subscribers fantasy channel. I mean, fantasy analysts. They are doing. I mean, they are cheating you by just going with two mode of their presentations. That they'll present one video in the morning itself. Okay, and they'll say that one of the say some for example one of the particular player, say some Sunil Narin's case itself, they'll say that he will go for something very huge and you can go for him as CVC, and afterwards at 6:30 or say 7 o'clock something like that, they'll come live and they say that there's a high chances that Sunil Narin will flop, don't include him in the team or don't make him as CVC. Okay, in the next morning, if because there is for a player there is only two choices now. That is either he will go for something big. I mean, he will be there in DT, he will play something, or else he will flop so that he won't be the part of DT. And in the next morning, coming and saying that yesterday my prediction went perfect night, right? People will say that I mean, those fantasy analysts will say that yesterday my prediction was one hectic, 100% perfect. That I told you that in the live that he will flop. Okay, or else if he would have gone, I mean, Sunil Narine would have gone for something like, just like in last match, some I think he has got some 73 DT points. He'll say, come and say that I told you that in the morning video, right? He will go for something big, something like that. So I'm not doing anything like that here. I'm just making only one video in the morning, and there itself I'm giving you perfect analysis, 100% perfections, and with respect to all the different cases, and with respect to different possibilities there for each and every particular players, and with some 10 to 11 teams, and any of the one scenario with respect to player to player potential, player to player capability analysis that will repeat as it is in the final DT, and that's a perfection where we are heading towards. Fine. So whatever that, let it be. So let's do the analysis of today's match. So I mean, I'm saying this is because the reason is just simple that you guys are investing some of the times, because even in my channel there's just some hardly some 100 and 120 views that I'm getting for each and every video. But if you go and check the in watch times for that, it will be some 80 plus hours. So I feel very sad if my prediction won't work, something like that. So that's the reason whatever that I'm giving you, I'm just giving you 100% perfection, because when you are investing your half an hour, or when you're investing your 5 minutes, you should get some benefit, okay, which can earn at least some five times more than the amount that you are investing in fantasy. So that's what my intention. So don't expect anything like I'm faking here, or something knuckly, something like this. No, you can't expect anything like that here in this particular channel. Whatever that I'm saying, it is perfectly logical, at the same time psychological factors, and something based on my 25 years of cricket experiences. Fine, coming to the first scenario. So let me tell you, this is the scenario. Okay, so before saying this is, let me tell you one thing, to be frank here. You know today's match, there's a lot of possibilities, but let me tell you, I think you can go for investing a lot of money in today's match, because there's a lot of guaranteed players, I think, who will go for something very big. Let me tell you that in the video. So that is one first consideration. At the same time, let me tell you one thing, that before making teams, please consider some of the facts, that this is the ground which is a little bit bigger ground when compared to all other IPL stadiums. I mean, wherever the IPL match has taken so far. So that is one thing which we should consider here. So in this sense, there's a high chances that spinners as well as slow, medium arm ballers, medium, right hand or left arm ballers, that they are getting much benefits here, because of fact, since there's a high chances that catch outs are much more possibility here in this particular channel, so especially with respect to I mean hard hitting batsmen. So that is one thing which we should consider here. In that line, of course, the Yajwendra Chahal as well as Avish Khan's case is something which is very pretty much considerable here. Okay, so fine, let's do the analysis here. So first of all, let me tell you one thing with respect to pitch report. It is a very balanced pitch. I say that because both the batters as well as bowlers won't go for something very huge here. Okay, don't expect some 200 plus, 30 plus, something like that, because I have seen some of people that they are quoting that 200 plus runs. No, that is not possible here. You can expect some 160 to 180. That is the range, or 190. That is the range if RR bats was. Okay, similarly, if GD bats was again some 150 to 170, this is the range, 175, something like that. Fine, this is first prediction, and let me tell you one thing. This is balanced pitch with respect to paces and spinners. But again, let me tell you, in this match, it won't be like that. In my opinion, if RR bats first, there's a high chances that spinners with respect to, I mean, RR spinners, especially Yajwendra Chahal, getting some very good advantage in the second innings. Okay. Similarly, if GD bats first, then there are chances that Pacers will get some very good advantage in the bowling first. Okay, I mean batting first. If GD bats first and then bowling second. So otherwise, there's a chances that both will neutralizing their bowling surface. So they'll end up some 3 to 4 wickets, something like that, with respect to spin as well as bowling. I mean pace bowling. Fine. So in that sense, we'll make the team. So of course here, even though winning team, that they'll go for pace. I mean chasing first, because chasing has a much more benefit here. Because after first innings, I think the surface will blow towards. I mean surface will shift towards a nearly neutral pitch, so that it is benefiting somewhere the batting. Okay, batsmen. Fine. In that sense, let's create a team here. So of course, the winning team will go for batting. I mean bowling first. I mean chasing first. But again, let me create here as usual the scenario. So what if RR tosses first, not to bats first? So Sanjay Samson should be there in your team. The reason is just simple, that he has been inconsistent, and moreover, he will get some of the points from wicket keeping session, and that's what I'm sure in this particular match, since he is the wicket keeper. Because I hope that there's chances for at least I mean 2 or 3 keeper catches, because this is, as I told, that will benefit slow bowlers, especially spin as well as medium pacers. Okay. So in that sense, I'm just including Sanjay Samson. So again, I'm not expecting much very high scorings from him. If he'll score very huge score, only if the Jose Butler there as a partner. You can go and check almost all matches. So fine. So but however, I'm just including Sanjay Samson. So coming to Josh Butler, again last match I have clearly, I think last match the RR match, I clearly told you that go for Josh Butler as your captain, I mean vice captain, and go for Virat Kohli as your captain. Same thing worked there, and everything was 100% perfect. Okay, so the prediction, trust me, our prediction are working to the perfect, 100% perfect. Fine, Josh Butler's case, let me tell you one thing. Josh Butler is one bashing. I mean, he can even dash whatever that ballers efforts, whether it's length ball or short ball or inner core swings, whatever that, or reverse swing. He can go for well suited innings and have a very good knock for that. So in that sense, of course, we should consider him. As I told that, I know you may be flop in last some of the matches, but I clearly told you that in last match, that is RR versus RCB, I clearly told you that there are chances that he will go for something very huge, so that in that line you should keep him as your VC. Same thing happened there. So similarly, since he has been in the form today, there's a high chance that he will go for once again something very huge. So please keep him in the team. And of course, if RR tosses and opt to bat first, upon considering batting surfaces, then say one thing, that it is Josh Butler as well as Ajwendra Chahal. These are the two duos will I mean pull their match towards RR. Okay, fine. I'll include Josh Butler here. So fine. Coming to batsman sections, there's Shubman Gill, and let me tell you one thing. There's a high chances that Shubman Gill will start with a very slow innings, and scoring some 30 to 40 plus runs. Even he may go for something very huge. So that's the reason I'm just saying that you can even go for him as your captain as well as vice captain if GT tosses first. Fine. So coming to Sai Sudarshan, let me tell you one thing. One of the consistent player, if there is anyone among the youngsters, I'll say that it is Sai Sudarshan. what a consistent man, what a consistent performance it has been. So I wish that same thing will continue in this particular match as well. So that's the reason I'm just including him, and there's a high chance that he will get you points even in this match as well, and he'll be there in DT for sure. Fine. So coming to Yashasvi Jaiswal, I feel very strongly there's chances that he may lose his wicket early once again because I think one thing which we should consider here with respect to the case of Yashasvi Jaiswal, he is one of the person just like hit or miss batsman. So it is just like you miss, I hit for bowler. So the first and foremost thing, Yashasvi Jaiswal should try to defend as much as possible the early power play of the special bowlers like Mohit Sharma as well as Spencer Johnson. That's one thing which we should consider. But again, there's chances that Noor Ahmed, even if opening partnership of RR goes for something very huge, there's one person who can easily break up that particular partnership. That is Noor Ahmed. Okay, mark my words. Fine. What of that? So yeah, here I'm just including Sai Sudarshan. At the same time, I'm just including Yashasvi Jaiswal, expecting that he will withstand the early 2 overs and he will score some 30 plus runs. Fine, coming to Kane Williamson's case. Okay, last match flop, but in this match he won't flop. Okay, mark my words. In this match, Kane won't flop, and he will score some 45 plus runs, something like that. Okay, Shimran Itmail I'm not including since as I'm including just top order of RR, so I don't think so that it's necessary to go for him. Even if you are including him, I don't expect much more from him because he will out soon. Fine. So, especially the case of Rashid Khan, okay, in mid order. Fine. Coming to Riyan Parag, of course, I will keep him in the team because the reason is just simple since he'll come at two down, and there's one fact that we should consider that he has been so consistent, so far in all matches. Except last match. Again, the case of R. Ashwin, please don't include him in your team. I wish please don't include him in your team because he won't get any wicket here. Even though there's chances that he may get one or two wicket, but I think that is considerable here in very, very rare cases, especially the batting of something like I mean David Miller because hope that David Miller will back to the team as well as the batting of Kale Williamson. I don't expect that he will lose his wicket early. Okay. They will lose their wicket early. So in that sense, I don't think so that even Ashwin will bowl full 4 overs. I don't think so that I think his spin tactics, which was working exactly as it is in the test, that will work here. So I'm not including him. Again, don't expect that he will get promoted and he'll get some score. No, because since we are including top order of RR as it is. Okay, so again, no any other alternatives capable to be included in the team. Again, let's go for Yuzvendra Chahal. I hope very strongly it is Yuzvendra Chahal as well as Josh Butler, and there's a chance for Trent Bolt. Uh, I think among those three players, any one will be your captain. I'm feeling very strongly that if R are tossing up, R are tossing first, and even let it be that they are choosing, tossing and choosing bowling first. But I hope that between Trent Bolt and Yashwant Chahal, and of course, Jose Butler, any one will be your captain. Most probably, it will be Jose Butler or Yashwant Chahal. Mark my words. If it is RR tossing up. Fine. Coming to Rashid Khan, I'm just including him in the team because he may get one wicket or two wicket maximum. But I'm expecting something from your batting because I think he should get promoted early. So that he should get at least some 10 to 20 balls to face. So you can expect a very good innings from him. So again, Mohit Sharma's case, you can go for him expecting some two wickets. But I think if there is a very good opening partnership between Josh Butler as well as Yashasvi Jaiswal, then I don't think so that there's anything that is necessary to include Mohit Sharma. But again, since he'll ball at that over, and there, considering that, you can include him in your team because expecting that he'll score some take one or two wickets. Fine. Nandre Burger, you can keep him in the team because left arm pacer and of course very useful with respect to middle order collapse of GT. So in that sense, of course, you can go for him. Okay. But however, since I'm just going for Noor Ahmed, the reason is just simple. Noor is one such player who can break the partnership of a very well settled partnership of early openers or early orders, some one or two down orders very easily So that's the reason I'm just including Noor Ahmed, expecting that he'll take 1 or 2 wickets. Okay. I don't think so any other player is capable to be included in the team. Again, in the case of Umesh Yadav, you can keep him in the team, expecting that Yashasvi may lose his wicket early with respect to Umesh Yadav, and this is possible only the case of where GT tossing up. But I don't think so that will possible in today's match. Again, Darshan Nalkandi, you can keep him in the team because I'm expecting that just like last match where he got promoted, I think upper order. So I expect in that line, I'm expecting somewhere there's a chances that he may be in the final DT team. Again, the case of Spence Johnson, the reason is just simple that he has been a very good performer in a big bash league. So in that sense, of course, you can go for him because he's capable to take even 3 wicket haul. Okay. So as of now, I'm just giving this is back to Noor Ahmed here. And again, coming to wicket-keeper section, I'm just giving this is selection back to Josh Butler. Again, what about CVC? Here you can see that you can go for Josh Butler as your captain because we all know that last match, one of the perfect innings which is displayed by Josh Butler. In that sense, of course, you can go for him as your captain. But again, I hope that it is the scenario where it is Josh Butler's captaincy as well as Yashwendra Chahal's vice captaincy will somewhere will get you some very good DT points. I think in this today's match, if RR tosses and this will be the CVC of the final DT. Fine. So again, you can go for once again Shubman Gill, but I don't think so that if RR tossing up, then Shubman Gill will be a very good choice for captain. But you can go for VC here. Again, in the case of Yashasvi Jaiswal, one thing for sure, we can't expect when his monstrous form will return. So again, awaiting for that because if that's the case, he may score that easily some 60 to 70 plus runs with just help of some 25 to 30 balls. That's the capability of Yashasvi Jaiswal. Again, I don't wish that going for Rian Parag as your captain because I think so that he will continue his legacy as it is not in last match but last match and all, but just like last match and all. But again, you can go for him as VC. That's again default for you. Again, you can go for captains to captain to vice captain. Yashwendra Chahal, captain as well as vice captain. But again, in this scenario, let's go for him as my VC. Okay, I don't think so any other player is capable to be included here as your captain. But again, in the case of one a different choice that I'm giving you, you can go for even Rashid Khan as your captain, expecting that some different pick. At the same time, please do avoid even Noor Ahmed from your team, expecting that in between Rashid Khan taking some 2 3 wickets and scoring some 40 plus runs. Okay, so fine. As of now, I'm just giving this is back to Josh Butler. When it comes to VC, of course, you can go for Shubhan Gill as your VC and even Sai Sudarshan as VC. But I don't think so that Sanjay Samson could be a very good choice for VC, just like last match because he's not in a consistent form, and of course, he won't be there in a consistent form, each and every season. So that's the reason you can go for even Shubman Gill as your VC. At the same time, even you can go for the man in continuous form, there's Sai Sudarshan as your VC. At the same time, one differential pick that you can even go for Kane Williamson as your vice captain because mark my words, he won't flop in today's match if he plays. Okay. At the same time, even you can go for Rian Parag as your Parag has your vice captain, but I don't suggest that. Again, there's a chance you can go for Yajwendra Chahal as your vice captain. Very good, perfect choice for today's IPL Dream 11 team, but expecting that very good innings from uh, you know uh, Josh Butler at the same time taking 2 3 wicket by Yajwendra Chahal. Again, you can go for Rashid Khan is your VC, considering his batting backup as well. Okay, only that is where you can get some such like points from him. Again, you can go for Trent Bolt. That is, we all know that he can. Trent Bolt is only one person who can pull the match within 1 over itself. Okay, fine. No, any other team is possible to be here made as vice captain. I mean, no any other possible player could be made here as the vice captain. But again, one differential pick you can try this particular player is in small leagues as vice captain. That is Noor Ahmed. The reason is just simple. This is one person. One of the spinner. As I told that this is a very big ground. There's a chances that spinners will get much more advantages. In that sense, there's a high chances that Noor Ahmed will take some 3 wickets because he is capable for that. Okay, but fine. As of now, I'm just giving this is back to Yajwendra Chahal and the captaincy back to uh, Josh Butler. Okay, let's save the teams. So in the first scenario where I have kept Josh Butler as my captain as well as Yajwendra Chahal as my vice captain. So let me show you once again the team. So guys, this is the team where I have kept Josh Butler as my C and Yajwendra Chahal as my vice captain. This is the scenario where RR tosses and opt to bat first. Okay, So here you can see that I have kept Kane Williamson as well as Noor Ahmed. These are the two de facto players, de facto dark horsing writing player in today's match. Fine. Again, similarly, next set of analysis, that is, what if, I mean, RR tosses and opt to ball first. You can see that I have kept Trent Bolt as captain as well as Yashwendra Chahal as vice captain, expecting that each will go for taking some three wickets. At the same time, Trent Bolt hitting some two, at least some two LBWs. In that sense, just giving him as my captain and vice captain to Yashwendra Chahal. You can see that in the sense that there's chances that UT may get some very good solid uh, you know, partnership at the middle order at one down or two down between Shubman Gill as well as Sai Sudarshan and some between Shubman Gill and Kane Williamson or between Kane Williamson and Sai Sudarshan itself. Okay, so here you can see that one differential pick that I have kept Darshan Nalkande, expecting that some at least one or two wickets from him. Okay, so fine, let's go for team three. So team three is where I'm exclusively choosing the Gujarat team that they'll toss us and they'll go for batting first. Here you can see that I've kept Shubhan Gill as my captain as well as Jos Patel as my vice captain. Okay, fine. And of course, one differential pick that I have kept here, Nandre Barger, expecting that he'll get at least one or two wickets so that he'll be the NDT. Fine. So coming to next possible scenario, this is the fourth team. What if the GT tosses up and opt to ball first? Here you can see that I have kept Trent Bolt as my captain, expecting that Trent Bolt will get early breakthrough by taking two of the crucial wickets. That's Vridhiman Saha as well as Shubman Gill in his first one or two over itself. Okay, and finally ending up with some 3-4 wickets. And in that sense, I think Kane Williamson should be a vice captain because he won't flop. That he you can see that he is scoring some 45 plus runs today's match. Fine. So afterwards, let's go for as usual. Let's apply one to one with respect to Rajasthan team. Okay, so one to one with respect to Rajasthan team. So here, a simple one to one technology. So here you can see that Jos Patel as captain, and one of the differential pick, that's Avish Khan as my vice captain. You may wonder that why you're choosing Avish Khan as your vice captain, even though his vice captain selection percentage is even less than 0.50 percentage, and the captaincy percentage is even less than below 0.30 percentage. So that's the magic, and that's the analysis, that's the experience of a very good cricketer, former cricketer, and very good young coach, giving very good understanding with respect to analysis. Because this is a very big ground, there's high chances that Avish Khan's slow balls won't get early wickets in his early 2 overs, but after later two overs, so there's a chance that in one over itself he may get two or three wickets. Okay, again, if this particular scenario works, so that's the reason I just kept Avish Khan as my vice captain. Fine, let's go for the sixth team. Once again, applying one to one. So this is one to one between two teams, and especially considering Jos Butler as well as Kane Williamson. Here I have kept Jos Butler as my captain and Kane Williamson as my vice captain. You can see that I have once again included Darshan Alkhanji at the same time Noor Ahmed in the team. Okay, so this is what my team is about. With respect to one-to-one, by applying just one-to-one technology with respect to different team players. That is Jos Butler, giving him as the captain, as well as Kane Williamson as my vice captain. Fine. Now, what about seventh team? Once again, applying one-to-one, but again, different players. But here, I'm just going for Shubman Gill as my captain. At the same time, Yajwendra Chahal as my vice captain. Here, I'm expecting a solid opening by GT. Uh, in that sense, of course, you can even consider Ridhman Saham. But again, I'm just expecting that Ridhman Saham may lose his wicket early, especially the case of Trent Bolt's bowling. So in that sense, I'm expecting that one down position or two down position getting a solid, a partnership between Shubman Gill or Sai Sudarshan, or Shubman Gill and Kane Williamson, or between Kane Williamson and Sai Sudarshan itself. So in that sense, I'm just giving here captaincy to Shubman Gill as well as vice captain to Ajwendra Chahal. Fine. Let's go for the eighth team. So this is I'm just purely going for bituminous. Applying bituminous. Bituminous could be applied to only one player, surrounding only one player. That is, I'm just here considering Rashid Khan as a pivotal element player. By applying bituminous at the team, with respect to opposite, I'm not going for opposite team itself. With respect to vice captaincy opposition, I'm just choosing from the same team, that's GT itself. I'm just giving Kane Williamson as my vice captain. Okay, so here you can see that again I have included Avish Khan, expecting that one or two wickets from him. Fine. So let's go for ninth team. What about ninth team? Here once again, going for bituminous by pointing only Yajwendra Chahal as the pivotal element of or pivotal player in this particular scenario. So here I'm just making Yajwendra Chahal as my captain. At the same time, here you can see that opening pair, that's Subman Gill as well as Vridhiman Saham, will lead the team, and they may build a partnership some 50 plus. And afterwards, after the end of the power play or midway of power play, you'll see that Yajwendra Chahal taking 3 or 4 wickets, so that he will be a very good choice for captaincy. Once again, I have kept here Kane Williamson as my vice captain. Fine. So last team. So this is one different teams, and again one unique team. And again, I'll say that it is a risky team. If you wish that it is that you should not lose your investment, then please don't go for this team. But again, this is very risky team. But again, different 100% guarantee for GT with respect to this particular scenario. What if both the teams they loses early? Batsmen's in this. Opening batsmen itself and struggle to score runs in the middle order. Okay, in that sense, I'm just choosing two of the consistent players, two of the youngsters from both teams. That giving Rian Parag as my captain as well as Sai Suresh as my vice captain. Here you can see that I have included 3 bowlers from RR, at the same time 3 balls from GT, and also you may surprise that I have kept here Yomesh Yadav in my team, expecting that he will take the wicket of Yashashree as well early at the earliest possible. Okay, so that's what these are the 10 different teams, and of course you can go and check. You can wait for the match until the match happens, and of course after the match you'll come and see here. You'll surprise that at least out of this 10 teams, any one team and any of the particular scenario and the player to player potential analysis, player to player capability analysis, whatever that I have given, that will work as it is in the final in a DT team, and that will reflect as it is in the final DT team. That's the capability. That's perfection in with 100% accuracy in this particular cricket analysis. Okay, so that's it for this video. Please note this 10 different teams, and that will helpful for you. And please like, share, and subscribe to the channel. So let's meet in the next video. Thank you.